What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch-along. Today we're going to be doing the live watch-along of the match between Burnley and Manchester City in the Premier League. Before we crack on with this video, where we'll go through a preview for the game, followed by having a look at also live build-up to the game, and of course the live watch-along and half-time entertainment, score updates, and then the second half, and then ending the live stream. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that did tune in to all of my daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the January transfer window. With the transfer window now shut, we've got a full focus from now right up until the end of the season. City in all 4 competitions still. Lots of content to come. Lots of things for us all to look forward to as Manchester City fans. So please do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on if you are enjoying the content. We are on that push towards 20,000 subscribers, as you can see from our live subscriber count. We are not too far now off 16,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to leave a thumbs up on this live stream if you do enjoy this live stream. Once more, 100 likes is the like goal for this live watch along, minimum that is, by the way. So any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. We're now only 73 likes away from that. So if you are watching this, please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget also social media links there in the description below if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email's also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships, for any videos, or any general business inquiries. If you're watching this after the game, please leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of this game. If you're watching live right now, then do leave your thoughts in the chat, including where you're tuning in from and your score prediction for this game. We will get into that in just one moment. But firstly, this video is sponsored and brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. You can find the link if you want to go and download OneFootball in the description below. We, of course, do have a promo video, which, as I always do like to say, let's roll the promo. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So if you want to go and download OneFootball, please do so through the link at the top of my description. Lots of people leaving that the mic is echoing, so do let me know if it has sorted out. I was just trying to sort that out through the promo. If it hasn't, I will try a few tricks, so do let me know right now if it is still echoing or not. Wait for everybody to let me know first before I carry on. Last thing we want is echoing. It's fixed. Super. There we go. Have you tried turning it on and off again? And it's worked. Super. Right, I do apologise for the mic echoing. It does happen every now and then. Sorted and done. Right, so let me know where you're tuning in from. Do let me know as well what your score prediction is for this game. And like I said, also if you want to go and download the best footballing app out there, OneFootball, that link is at the top of my description. Only legends do download OneFootball through the link at the top of JSGC's description. That would it does help to support the future content created on this channel. So yeah, so getting some good predictions in there. Omar going with an outrageous 10-0 to Manchester City, looking for City to try and one up Manchester United, so to speak, with Manchester United winning 9-0 at home yesterday against Southampton. I'll be happy, if I'm completely honest, with any win for Manchester City, really. So Omar's tuning in from Germany. Nat tuning in from Spanish Town, Jamaica. Love it. We've got Nakabi, I hope I've said your name right there, tuning in from South Africa. We've got Sahil tuning in from India. We've got Andrew tuning in from Cumbria as well. Love it. I love to know where everyone's tuning in from. It is much appreciated by me. We've got TZ tuning in from East London as well. Decent. Some good score predictions here. Money going for 3-0 City. Nakabi going for 6-1 to Manchester City. Premier League going for 2-1 to City. Goals from Foden and Gabriel Jesus. Junaid going for 3-0 to Manchester City. Gundogan, Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. Connor going for 8-0. Outrageous claims here as well. Junaid tuning in from Birmingham. Clarksman from Jamaica once more. Keegan tuning in from Grand Rapids, Michigan in the United States. Love it. We've got Moni tuning in from Goa once more in India as well. Keegan going for 2-0 there to Manchester City. TZ going for 5-0 to Manchester City. Nakabi, have I said your name right there? There's it's South Africa, it's culture. It's how it is. I'm very accepting of that. Jaden going for 2-0 to Manchester City. Dara going for 3-0 there to Manchester City as well. So, thank you everyone for leaving your thoughts in the chat with where you're tuning in from and your score prediction. We'll go over some more in just one moment. I just wanted to take this time out though to do our little preview for this game. We're going to have a look at the teams first. And then we're going to have a look at a little bit of what's I think might happen in the game and have some good general football discussion. So we're going to start off with our opposition first, Burnley. They're going with Nick Pope in goal. They've got Lowton, Tarkowski, me and Pieters. It looks like a flat back four that from Burnley. Goodmanson, Ashley Westwood, Cork, McNeil, Rodriguez and Vydra starting. I'm not sure if they're going with a 2 up top possibly there. Goodmanson, Westwood and Cork I'd have thought would be sitting slightly deeper, and it might be a front three of McNeil, Rodriguez and Vydra. McNeil's a very good, lively player who City need to be careful of, particularly when Burnley want to go forward. We know the quality that Jay Rodriguez offers. Vydra's a decent player as well. Not too bad of a side there from Burnley, but with no Ashley Barnes and also no Chris Wood, and I don't know why they're out. I'm going to presume that they're injured. I'm not 100% on that. So yeah, I think that's a big bonus there for City, because I think Barnes and Wood are two quality attackers for Burnley. So with them two not featuring, not even in the squad for this game, then yeah, I think that's a nice little bonus here for Manchester City. On the substitute bench, you've got Peacock Farrell, who I think was the goalkeeper. Is he a goalkeeper, Peacock Farrell? Let me just make sure. I am right with that. I'm fairly sure he was the goalkeeper that started in the Carabao Cup against us. Yeah, he's the goalkeeper. He did start in the Carabao Cup against us earlier this season. You've also got Dale Stevens, Phil Bardsley, Long, Narty, Dunn, Benson, Driscoll, Glennon, and also Mumbongu as well on the substitute bench from Burnley. Typical Sean Dyche team. I'm expecting them to sit deeper, be defensive, let City know that they're there. And the key to Burnley here is to stay in the game, really. So for Manchester City, I'm looking for us to score as quickly as possible. And if I'm completely honest, I'm looking for us to try and get that killer second goal as quickly as possible, really. It's one of these games where, considering we've got a big game coming up at the weekend, without looking too far ahead of ourselves, I'd kind of like this game done by half-time, much like the United game was yesterday, where they were 4-0 up at half-time. I'd take something like that, and City definitely do have the quality to be able to make that happen. Burnley are going to want to sit tight, keep it as difficult as possible for Manchester City, and I think the main ingredients of Burnley getting anything from this game, because I don't think they're going to be able to nil us, is them scoring first and putting City under pressure. City do need to be clinical though, and putting their opportunities away, and making sure that we are covering the gaps and making sure that Burnley aren't really getting a sniff from this game. But let's not take nothing away from Burnley. They kept it nice and tight at Anfield and got a very impressive win at Anfield, ending Liverpool's long winning streak and unbeaten run at Anfield in the Premier League, which stemmed over, was it 4 years or something crazy like that? So there's definite quality there from Burnley. I think City need to be very cautious of that when playing against Burnley, not to underestimate them, because if we do, we could get stung here. And this is a very important game. To me, this is the most important game of the season so far for us. We're at a poignant part of the season. We're at a part of the season here where it's so important you're picking up win after win, and when you get the momentum, you keep the momentum, because momentum is key in going forward for City in particular when looking at the games that we've got coming up. Matches against Liverpool, matches against Spurs, matches against Arsenal. We've got Champions League coming up as well. Lots of big games coming up in February for us that momentum could be key in helping us, because we're playing every 3 to 4 days, and because of that, player fatigue will become a factor. And so a feel-good factor and a winning streak and a good rush of adrenaline for the players and a willingness to win could definitely make the difference between us winning the Premier League and not. And if City don't win the Premier League come the end of the season, they have to look back at the season, and if we don't win this game and we end up not winning the Premier League, I'll look back at this game and I'll say these are the games where the points need to be gained for City to be putting the pressure onto teams, because City know that with a win we're already top of the table without even playing, but we know that with a win we're going 3 points clear, and we know also that we're also got a game in hand as well to keep on hand. We know United won yesterday, they picked up an emphatic victory. Liverpool are still to play after us as well today. They're at Anfield, so I'm going to presume that they're going to win. You always have to presume your opposition are going to win, and so yeah, we need to keep things going. And so in that aspect, this is a very important game for Manchester City, and with the games that we've got coming up, I want City to have this game done as quickly as possible, so we're avoiding player fatigue, so we're avoiding injury, and so we can go into these big games like what we've got on Sunday against Liverpool, which potentially could well be a massive title decider. All I'm going to throw out there is City lose this game and lose against Liverpool, all of a sudden all our lead that we've worked really hard to get will be surrendered, and all of a sudden we're playing catch up once more. Whereas if Manchester City can end up winning this game and winning at Anfield and doing something that we've not done since 2003 on Sunday, all of a sudden we're in a very, very strong position to win back the Premier League trophy. So yeah, it's a massive game this, and I am looking forward to it. Now, for Manchester City and our team for this evening, it's Ederson in goal. It's looking like a back three, this one, for Manchester City. I'll speak about that in just a second. So we're going with Stones, Dias and Laporte. Then we've got Rodri, Cancelo, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Raheem Sterling captaining the side tonight as well, and Gabriel Jesus. Of course, Kevin De Bruyne being injured isn't in the squad for Manchester City. Nathan Ake also injured and not in the squad for City. That's why their names aren't featured anywhere on the squad list. The substitute bench for Manchester City is Zach Steffen, Kyle Walker, Oleksandr Zinchenko, Ferran Torres, Benjamin Mendy, Fernandinho, Phil Foden, Eric Garcia, and also Claudio Gomez. So it's nice to see Claudio Gomez getting an appearance on the substitute bench there for Manchester City. So good for him. Might we see him in this game? It is a distinct possibility. Now, let's speak about that three at the back then. So what it'll be is Cancelo will be playing at right back. It will be Stones at the right side of centre back, Ruben Dias at the left side of centre back, and Aymeric Laporte at left back. That is what the back four will be for Manchester City when they need it to be. However, I have noticed it more and more over the last few games. Joao Cancelo being one of the standout players for Manchester City is because he's given the freedom to run into midfield, the freedom to cover in defensive midfield, the freedom to overlap, the freedom to cover in the gaps and get forward. And because of that, he's occupying more of a midfield role for Manchester City rather than a defensive role. And so to help cover the gaps, rather than just having Stones and Dias sitting at centre-back and then having someone like Zinchenko, who, in my opinion, has had a few good games here for Manchester City, or Benjamin Mendy doing that role, they've got Cancelo doing it instead. And I think they've got that because Cancelo, in my opinion, is better than Zinchenko or Benjamin Mendy when getting forward for City. He's shown how good he can be, and I think that's what's happening. Now, if Cancelo wasn't playing and it was Walker, I reckon Aymeric Laporte would either be going into the left side, either into a left back, or City would probably go with Zinchenko, and it would be more Ruben Dias sitting in a deeper role and having either side of him John Stones and Kyle Walker occupying as a back three. And I think that's something that Pep Guardiola is starting to utilise more and more, but it's working for Manchester City because we're still keeping clean sheets, and we're scoring goals and we're winning games. So it's a winning formula, and it is working for Manchester City. We've got that double pivot back in once more, Rodri and Gundogan. It could well be Cancelo sitting alongside them two defensive midfielders as well. It also, with Cancelo playing in a more defensive midfield role for City, would allow Gundogan to go further forward. And again, just like Cancelo, I think Cancelo and Gundogan are key to this system, having excellent seasons, and that's why it's working so well for Manchester City. And it certainly is helping fill in the gap with Kevin De Bruyne being injured. And I was fearful fearful that with De Bruyne being injured that our momentum may stop, but as it is right now, it hasn't, and that's good to see. We've got Bernardo Silva, I presume, is going to go into a more central role here for Manchester City. He could well go out onto possibly either the right or left-hand side, and you could see Raheem Sterling or Riyad Mahrez going through the centre, but I suspect it will be Bernardo Silva going through the centre. It will be Mahrez on the right-hand side and Sterling on the left-hand side. However, I would like to see Raheem Sterling. I think he's at his best on the right-hand side rather than the left-hand side. I think he gets a bit predictable. Players always looking to cut in. I'd start looking towards more getting into attacking positions, looking for the overlap and get into the positions where you could get rebounds or shots into goal and scoring goals. That's what I'd be looking for. And Gabriel Jesus will sit more as a traditional number 9 for Manchester City. But all in all, I'm happy with that team, and I would like to know your thoughts of the Manchester City team. That would be much appreciated. So there we go. So yeah, there we go. My score prediction for this game, I'm going to go for a solid 3-0 win for Manchester City. I'm going to go for a couple of first half goals for City and 1 goal in the second half. I think one might come through a set piece. Firstly, though, I'm going to go for a goal for Riyad Mahrez tonight, Bernardo Silva, and a goal from a set piece for John Stones is what I'm going for this game. I have a pick basically, Laporte, Dias, Stones or Rodri if it's going to be a set piece. But yeah, that's my prediction for this game. 3-0 to Manchester City. Goals from Riyad Mahrez. I forgot who I said now. For goals from Riyad Mahrez. I'm also going for goals for Bernardo Silva and John Stones is what I'm going for me. So I'd like to know your thoughts in the chat. There we go. What am I drinking today? Probably be on one of my cans again. I've not got it out yet, so I've not decided. It depends when I head over there, what mood I'm in. That's what I think. So there we go. I think the lineup's a good lineup there for Manchester City. Cancelo free roaming, he certainly is. We do need to win this game, Luke. You are right. Before the game against Liverpool, definitely what we need to be doing. Harris, nice. Thank you for tuning in once more. Much appreciated. Muchus appreciatus. As we've now got over 40 people now tuning in, so just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody that is tuning in. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up on this live stream if you do enjoy this live stream. Aiming for 100 likes, now only 59 likes away. Don't forget also to subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 20,000 subscribers, and also don't forget to go and download the OneFootball app, which you can do so through the link at the top of my description, as that really does help me out. It is the best footballing app out there, keeps you up to date with all the latest football statistics. All the latest football scores and all that good footballing stuff as well. And it's particularly useful, I've found, actually, for seeing what channel Manchester City are playing on, and also the kickoff times and things like that. So it is a really detailed app that I do enjoy. So, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, we're just on that last little build-up to kickoff. We've got 10 minutes or so to go. So now's a good time if you want to go and have a break, to go and get a drink, go and get anything you want to eat. Sit back, relax. Premier League football midweek. That's what we want. It's decent. It's decent stuff. Oh, I think it's decent anyway. Rightio. I'm just in the middle of, so if I'm typing, you're hearing any tapping on the keyboard, that is me. I do apologise. But I am just sorted out the half-time entertainment for everybody. So I'm just sorting out the half-time entertainment for everybody to enjoy. Claudio Gomez on the bench. It's interesting. Wondering if he's going to get an appearance for City. That would be good. Ask him going for 2-0 there to Manchester City. Right, so I've got that sorted. That's good. That's good. I think everything's now in position for everybody. As JJ's going for 3-0 there to Manchester City. It's a bit of a different formation. I think City's going to be playing. It's going to be more like look at it as like a flat 4 from City, but a normal formation. But the players will just go into a different role, so to speak. I think Cancelo will be the one that just pushes further forward, and so it's City just covering the gaps. Is what I think. So there we go. Well, if it's a draw, it's a draw. There we go. Simple as that. It's a draw. And we all move on from there. Harris going for 2-0 there to Manchester City. So Jonathan make a good point. Should Doyle go on loan this summer? I want him to go on loan this winter. I want him to go and get regular first team minutes like Taylor Harwood-Bellis is. But there we go. Would I take a point at Anfield? Yeah. Yeah, I'd take a point. I think it'd be a really good point. We'll see. We'll have a better indication after this game what position City are in, and then we'll have a better indication of what position Liverpool are in after their game. And we'll move on from there, and we'll see what players are fit for Liverpool. Like you say there, Mane, is he going to play or not? I think it's a big bonus if Mane can't feature, but there's going to be no Kevin De Bruyne for the game, so both teams missing key players there. They're going to be missing Van Dijk and Gomez as well. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. So we've got now 7 minutes to go until kickoff. So I'm going to get the game up now. Get that sorted. Do I think we can beat Liverpool? I certainly definitely do think we can beat Liverpool. 100%. Game's live on BT Sport, so I'm watching it on BT Sport. Okay, he's getting that one sorted. That's sorted. That's that done. That's that done. Just last thing now. Getting through that, so we're 6 minutes away from kickoff here. 6 minutes away. Burnley. I think we're in business. We are in business. It's working. Oh, something's popped up. God, so many ads. There we go. I think we're sorted. Took a while, but I think we're sorted. There we go. Got everything in place, ready for the kickoff of Burnley versus Man City. So we've got 5 minutes to go here. 5 minutes to go. All clear with 5 minutes to go here, ladies and gentlemen, for this Premier League game. Let's hit that like button. Let's go. Yes, definitely. Let's hit that like button. 53 likes away now. 52 likes away from 100 likes. We've got everything out all sorted from the JSGC end. Strange third kit, shall we say. Rudy can't game. Thank you for tuning in. Keep United at bay. Coming from an Arsenal fan wanting City to do well here. We are literally just ready and set for kickoff here. I'm going to go and get myself my drink now, actually. Well, I've put on the drink subject. There we go, all sorted. All sorted and ready for kickoff. So a quick opportunity this one just before we do have kickoff for this game. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this live stream if you are enjoying this live watch along. We're aiming for 100 likes minimum, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, that would be much appreciated too by me. We're aiming for 20,000 subscribers. We're very close to 16,000 subscribers. So yeah, do subscribe if you haven't already. And also, don't forget to go and download the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. Lots of people raving about how good OneFootball can be. It's certainly, in my opinion, the best footballing app out there. All you need to do to download the OneFootball app to stay up to date with the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, statistics, all that good stuff is press that link at the top of my description. That'll take you to the download page where you can download OneFootball to your devices. So it is Raheem Sterling captaining Manchester City tonight. It's Ben Mee, former Manchester City man as well, captaining Burnley for this game. A produce of the Manchester City Academy, Ben Mee. As we're literally now just moments away from kickoff here. As we are going to have a minute's silence, I think, here. It could be a minute's applause. This will be for Captain Sir. I was waiting to make sure it is for that, actually, before I say it. But I'm fairly sure it is. As they're having an applause at 6 o'clock, as it is for Captain Sir Tom Moore. So we'll have a moment's silence here. And that was in dedication to Captain Sir Tom Moore, of course, the British war veteran, made extremely famous from his dedication and work to charity last year in helping to raise funds for the NHS. He's had an outstanding innings and definitely... I'm going to say it, yeah, he's definitely a legend that everyone can take a lot of pride from. He's shown tremendous bravery and dedication to the country and for a good cause as well. So rest in peace there to Captain Sir Tom Moore. As we now do have kickoff for this game now. So it's Burnley that are getting us underway. They're attacking from left to right. Manchester City attacking from right to left. Burnley playing in their famous claret and blue colours, white shorts and claret socks. Manchester City playing in their third kit this evening, their white microscope, because it definitely looks like looking at cells under a microscope. Kit with navy shorts and white socks for this game, as it's Manchester City with early possession here in this game at Turf Moor. So there we go. So yeah, we've got over 100 people now tuning in. So thank you very much for that. That is much appreciated by me. Yeah, if you are enjoying the content, everybody, do leave a thumbs up on this live stream. We're aiming for 100 likes, and also don't forget to subscribe as well and go and check out One Football. Yes, Premier League, love that. JSGC, the king of football on YouTube. That'd be a dream of mine. Certainly, in my opinion, not the king, but we try our best. And yeah, looking to put out good quality, entertaining, and also decent content for everybody to enjoy. Hello, Mr. Super Sid. Thank you for tuning in. So it's Manchester City with the early possession here. Still nothing to report of, and we're nearly 2 minutes into the game. It's literally just City probing around. Burnley now dispossess City and come away with the ball on the left-hand side, looking to attack at Manchester City. Thank you very much. Premier League, that's much appreciated. I saw before on Twitter that Sean Dyche had done a funny press conference, which is 5 minutes long. I've not had a chat. I'm literally had a spare 5 minutes to check it out. Otherwise, I'd love to. I would love to. Okay, Mr. Super Sid, bro, not a problem. As the ball comes long, it's Raheem Sterling into an attacking position. It's a decent turn here and a chance here. It's a shot by... It's a goal! It's 1-0 Manchester City. It's a big mistake there. I'm not sure what's happened. It's Gabriel Jesus with the goal. It's Bernardo Silva that's had a shot. It's been fumbled by the Burnley goalkeeper. And, yeah, headed home by Gabriel Jesus. I'm not going to change the score just yet, because I'm waiting just to see if Raheem Sterling was onside there. He certainly looked it. He makes a right mess of the shot from Bernardo. So great turn from Bernardo Silva. A proper fumbled by the goalkeeper and headed into the back of the net. Decent. Right, so yeah, that's goals given. There we go. It does stand. It is 1-0 to Manchester City. A really good start to the game, this by City. Take that every day of the week. I said I wanted an early goal from Manchester City, and now I'd be pushing really hard to try and get the killer second goal that we're looking for. So yeah, that's what I'd be looking for. I thought Peacock Farrell was terrible. Love it. Love it. I've not even cracked my drink open yet. Here's Raheem Sterling now into another attacking position. This for Man City. Gundogan, what can he do? There's a free kick is given there to Manchester City by Rodriguez. Rodriguez's hair. I mean, I'm not one to speak about hair, but his hair's terrible. Here is Laporte now with the ball down the left-hand side. Definitely look like a back three from Manchester City. Gundogan, City just spreading the play really nicely. It's a big blow that for Burnley. If they were going to look to be defensive, to make such a goalkeeping error like Nick Pope just made there, it's definitely not done anything for their favour there, and it's kind of game plan out the window now. It's all about Burnley trying to stay in this and keep this as tight as possible, really, and try and work their way back into the game. The last thing they need right now is to concede a game, because you would think that would kind of be game done. So yeah. I'd definitely be... early goals are key to games. Putting teams under pressure. Yeah, very important, I would say. As we're now up to 67 likes, only 33 likes away from 100 likes. So any help to us, that would be much appreciated. Don't forget, if you're new around here and enjoying the content, to subscribe. And also, don't forget, go and download the OneFootball app through the link at the top of my description. Hello, Dad. Thank you for tuning in. It is a good start here by Manchester City. Yes, I'm very well, thank you. It's been a bit of a... There's a chance here for Manchester City, one moment. Another chance it's a save, this time by Nick Pope. But yeah, very good, thank you. It's been a bit of a long, tiring day, if I'm honest. Not been very enjoyable either, if I'm being completely honest. But it's Wednesday. We're over the hump. Broke the back, as you like to say. And yeah, we've got the march to Friday coming. Oh yeah, there we go. I think the important thing here for City is just to get the game done. I'd just be pushing really hard for that killer second goal. That's what I'd be doing. Here is Ederson now. Just casually passes it out. Ruben Dias goes back to Ederson. Just casually taking a few touches and no pressure from anyone from Burnley there, and City working it out well from the back. Here's Bernardo Silva now. A good pass out wide. An early ball in. The goalkeeper collects for Burnley there. Nick Pope. So we're through 8 minutes here. Burnley 0. Burnley 0. Manchester City 1. Yeah, typical Wednesday feeling, isn't it, Dad? Really? Typical Wednesday feeling. Another decent bit of play. It's intercepted though by Burnley. City not going to come away with a loose ball, and Burnley here pressed and forced into a mistake actually. Here, another chance here for Manchester City now. Here's Bernardo Silva, works it out wide. Riyad Mahrez wants it on his left foot, gets it on his left foot. It's not a good ball in, and it's headed clear by Burnley. City though picking up the pieces. Aymeric Laporte. Ruben Dias now. Striving forward. Nearly a flick on there, but intercepted though by Burnley. So it's Gabriel Jesus' goal early on here that separated the two sides for this game. Jesus was starting to find his shooting boots and his scoring goals for Manchester City, which is good to see. I've been recently watching the All or Nothing documentary for the Brazil national squad, covering Brazil during their Copa America campaign, which was hosted in Brazil in 2019, which I'm finding really interesting, and it gives a good insight. At the moment, only a couple of episodes in, but it's giving a good insight into some of the players, and having a look at players like Gabriel Jesus and how influential he is for Brazil, and also looking at Ederson. Got a nice insight into other Premier League players like Alisson for Liverpool as well, which I found really interesting. I did find an interesting bit about Dani Alves as well, as City now into another good attacking position here. Here's Riyad Mahrez, hasn't really got anything to aim at, so he's forced to go backward. Bernardo Silva, his spin and shot to the goalkeeper influential in City getting their first goal through Gabriel Jesus' rebounded header, as a poor pass comes in from Cancelo, misses its target. I think he's looking to thread that through to Bernardo Silva, and out for a goal kick there to Burnley. So just getting a highlight of the goal. It's terrible goalkeeper. He just pads it straight to Jesus, who heads it with the simplest of finishes there for City. Yeah, I think Nick Pope's going to be very disappointed. Very disappointed. Actually, nips in front. McNeil, ball into the box. An early test here. Can Burnley win the header? They can't. It's well won actually by Cancelo, who's gone onto the right-hand side when defending. Interesting. So it's 3 at the back when City on the ball and 4 at the back when defending. Ederson now takes a touch. It goes long. And it's sliced and straight out to play for a throw-in to Burnley. As we're now only 21 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. As Man City pick themselves up a goal kick here, after Ruben Dias does well to see out the ball from under the pressure of J. Rodriguez. That's an interesting point you make there, Reese, about Alisson. I'm not aware that he has any injury, but we'll get a better indication for their game later when they announce their team. Won't we? As here is John Stones now, bringing the ball forward for Manchester City. Ruben Dias now. So it is literally Ruben Dias sitting at the heart of City's defence. John Stones to the right-hand side and Aymeric Laporte to the left-hand side. Bernardo Silva now to Aymeric Laporte. All 3 players very good with their feet. I think if City long-term want to go with this 3 at the back system, we would have to... I mean, Nathan Ake, we've got that covered with Aymeric Laporte, so that's not a problem. Ruben Dias, John Stones, picking up any injury to them could be a problem, and I'd maybe have a look at... possibly, if, like I said, long term, City want to go down this route, that when Eric Garcia does leave, obviously I'd be using Taylor Harwood-Bellis more around the first team squad if he does well at Blackburn. But I would also be tempted to maybe even dip into the market and have another look at a centre back. Now I'm not on about a world class centre back or a proven centre back, just a young player that City could develop and could turn into a really good player, just to help cover that if City long term want to go with 3 at the back, that we could have a look at. And it might explain actually why City have been recently linked with Achraf Hakim. Is that his name? Whatever his name is. Is it Achraf Hakimi? Can't remember. Anyway, yeah, City could be maybe having a look at that, possibly, and wing-backs. But if we're going to go with that system, I'd quite like Angelino back if we're going to play wing-backs. It's all about what works. We'll see. I'm speculating. Yeah, Achraf Hakimi from Inter. They signed him from Dortmund. City were linked with him last summer. Very briefly, though. Gundogan now. To Joao Cancelo. Anything on here for City? There isn't much. Decent work that by Cancelo, but I think he's sold Mahrez short, so he's forced to go backwards, yeah. As we're now 17 likes away. Here is Bernardo Silva on the left-hand side. Tries to drag it across the box. There isn't really anything on, and Burnley can bring it clear. And they go long now. So we're through the first third of this game. First 15 minutes. It is Burnley 0, Manchester City 1 here. There hasn't been too many opportunities. It's Burnley send the ball in. Ederson came out like he was going to try and collect that, but instead City will bring it away. But yeah, it's not been too many opportunities. It's City that's dominated the ball, dominated and dictated what's happened in the pace of this game, and they do have the early goal. But it's all about Nick Pope's error, really. City finding it way too comfortable at the moment to find space. And I want that killer second goal. That's what I'd be looking for before half-time. And that puts us in a solid position. But when you concede after a couple of minutes, it's kind of your game plan done. As the ball goes into the box, it's cleared, and a shot and volley comes in from Joao Cancelo. Is blocked really well by Burnley, and they fail to bring it fully clear, and so City remain in control of the football. Gundogan switches play and goes all the way back to John Stones, who goes back to goalkeeper Ederson now in net for Manchester City this evening. I'd have thought Stones would have... Rodri had used Ruben Dias then, but he doesn't. So here is Ilkay Gundogan on the left-hand side. It's a weird formation. It just works really well. It's got Gundogan drifting to the left, Bernardo Silva to the left, you cut into the centre. It must be so confusing for the players, but I think that the players look like they're enjoying playing the football and enjoying the system. So, like I said, if it works, it works. And if long-term City want to go down this route, then City would have to make signings with this formation in mind. And it's another decent ball over the top, and Mahrez just cannot get onto the end of it. Just a little bit too much on that one, and it rolls out of play for a goal kick to Burnley. So we're through 17 minutes here. Burnley 0, Manchester City 1 in the Premier League. We're now only 11 likes away from 100 likes. We've got over 100 people now tuning in. So if you are tuning into this, please do leave a thumbs up on this live stream. That would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here too. That would be much appreciated again by me. And go and check out OneFootball too, the best footballing app out there. If you want to go and download the OneFootball app, all you need to do, press that link at the top of my description. It does help to support the future content created here on the JSGC channel, covering all things Manchester City. A little fumble there by Nick Pope. Stays in control of the ball. He goes long. It's headed clear by Manchester City. Burnley will win the second ball though. Lowton plays the ball through to the Burnley attacking left-hand side. Ruben Dias doesn't fully clear and deal with that, and this will go out of play for a corner here to Burnley. So a chance here, an attacking opportunity for Burnley to try and make something happen. A good bit of pressing there by Vydra up front for Burnley, so it gives them a chance now to send a couple of their defenders up front here. A possible opportunity from set pieces. So Tarkowski and Ben Mee can get forward here and see if Burnley can put a decent ball into the box and cause City problems. As McNeil has a word with a couple of players there, whispering their plan. So it looks like they're planning something here. Probably holding his mouth and going, near post. So let's see what McNeil's got up his sleeve. Corner goes in. It's headed clear by City. Didn't look like anything spectacular, and City eventually can scramble the ball clear. So, whatever they whispered, either McNeil didn't do it properly or it didn't work. And City should gain control of the ball. They go long instead. It's a difficult one to deal with here. Here's Raheem Sterling. Chance to round the keeper. Oh, the keeper tackled him. Oh, that was a scary moment there for Burnley, I'm sure. A little bit of confusion from that long ball over wasn't dealt with by the Burnley defenders. And Nick Pope, big huff for his cheeks there. Get away with one. Raheem Sterling looked like he might have been in for a possible chip. He couldn't gain control of the ball properly, and he's tackled by Nick Pope. So good tackle by Nick Pope, so to speak, as well there. That was an opportunity for City, though. Hello, Mum. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Dad. 10 more for the ton. 8 now to go. 8 now. Do I think we should sell Raheem Sterling based on one thing that just happened there? No. Excuse me. He's a decent player. He's not had the greatest of seasons, but he's still a very, very good player. And I would certainly be happy still for him to be at Manchester City, but I've said it all along. He's stronger on the right-hand side than he is the left-hand side. As Burnley do have a free kick through a foul from Rodri on Vydra inside the City half. So a chance here for Burnley to, again, put a ball into the City box and perhaps cause a problem. I'm sure Burnley fans will be hoping it would be a better ball in than what it was from their corner. Would I swap him for Grealish? Definitely not. Alex, love that. So Burnley here with an opportunity. They go quick. It's not a good ball in. And it's cleared by City. City want a free kick. Referee doesn't give anything. So not a good set piece in that by Burnley. Cheers, Dad. Chin chin. As City dispossess Burnley and look to hit them on the counter-attack now. Gabriel Jesus does have support out wide. He finds Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez is forced to slow the play down and look for space. He finds Laporte now, who's decided to gallivant forward. Here's Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side now for Manchester City. Got Lowton for company. Can't find his pass and it's intercepted by Burnley. It's not been a good couple of minutes there for Raheem Sterling. Potential opportunity to round the keeper or make something happen. He's tackled by Nick Pope and then gives the ball away. So Burnley have the ball now inside the City half. And to end this, wasn't expecting that. There we go. So Burnley now down there attacking left-hand side with a chance to put a ball into the box. Cross comes in. It's a decent ball in. And it's dealt with well by Aymeric Laporte for Manchester City. And Ilkay Gundogan can bring the ball away for City now. Here's Raheem Sterling. City on the counter-attack once more. Isn't too many players ahead of Raheem Sterling here, so he's probably going to have to go backwards and does. Here's Rodri now, bringing the ball forward. Laporte now. As we get a score update, it's Fulham 0, Leicester 1 through former Manchester City man Kelechi Iheanacho. If you want to watch the game live, it's live on BT Sport. All games actually this midweek are on BT Sport here in the United Kingdom. Here's Raheem Sterling now to Gabriel Jesus. Isn't too much on for him, so he's again forced backwards. Not too much movement from City. Laporte nearly gives the ball away, but keeps hold of the ball. Another ball gets dinked in, and it finds Raheem Sterling well. There is a bit of a run, but he doesn't use it. From Ilkay Gundogan. Raheem Sterling now once more takes a sensible option. Here's Aymeric Laporte. City just need to spread the play. What is my reaction to Man United's 9-0 win over Southampton? It's a good win for Manchester United. A stupid sending off in the first minute from Southampton. Horrendous challenge. It was a player making his debut. I'm not too sure what his name is, but really nasty, horrible challenge. And yeah, once United had got ahead and got that game sealed at half time, Southampton just crumbled, particularly towards the end there. I think they conceded 3 times in the last well, I think it's 88th minute, 90th minute and 93rd minute, something like that. A bit of a crazy game. But a good win for United nonetheless, and does their goal difference a world of good. But everything's still in City's hands. Focus on our club and our club alone as Burnley steal the ball, intercept and driving forward on the counter-attack. It's tackled though by Manchester City well. And out for a throw in there to City after it comes off a Burnley player. So we're through 24 minutes here now. It's still Burnley 0, Manchester City 1 here in the Premier League. Burnley haven't been afraid to come forward. They haven't had a test of Ederson yet. I'm not sure they've had a shot either, but they've managed to get a couple of set pieces that they've not managed to utilise. Man City have had the lion's share of possession, nearly 3/4 at 26% possession for Burnley and 74% for Manchester City. As another ball comes through, Raheem Sterling just couldn't control it properly, and he looks to try and get a shot away. There's a chance here, and Burnley can clear their lines. Man United will be cocky and blow their next game. It's the thing. It's Man United though. They get ahead of themselves too much. They run before they can walk. I'm keeping an eye on Liverpool. That's who I'm keeping an eye on. They know what it takes to win Premier Leagues. They know how to play good. They're a team that are capable of winning 10, 15 games in a row. They're a dangerous team. Keeping an eye on them more than Manchester United. I do keep an eye on United as well, certainly not dismissing them. But I keep all eyes on Manchester City because everything is in our own hands. Win all our games, win the Premier League. It's as simple as that. Raheem Sterling now. So Aymeric Laporte. So Laporte's now gone a little bit further forward for City. As City do really well. Mahrez did really well there not to ensure that City gave the ball away. Good work there from Mahrez. We're 7 likes away from 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen. So any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. If you're watching this and you haven't already, please do leave a thumbs up on this live stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here and you are enjoying the content. That would be much appreciated too. And also, this video is sponsored and brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to go and download the best footballing app out there, all you need to do, press that link at the top of my description to go to the download screen to download OneFootball. So it's Burnley now in possession of the ball in the defensive area, bringing the ball forward. They play a ball out, and it's does well. Goodmanson with the ball. Discovery, I have a countdown clock right at the top. So you can see what minute I'm on. Right now I'm on the 27th minute. Burnley just knocking the ball around. And chance here for McNeil to put a ball into the box. It isn't a good ball in at all. A heavy touch there by City though. They do well to keep hold of the ball. Bernardo Silva now. Ilkay Gundogan. Raheem Sterling has made a run out wide. Will Gundogan use him or Jesus? He goes to Raheem Sterling. Too much mouth. Raheem Sterling now. Here's Jesus. An overlap there of Mahrez. Jesus has a shot and it is blocked, and Nick Pope should catch that one comfortably. So there we go. I'll let you know when I get to an exact minute so you know exactly where I'm up to. I'm fairly sure my stream will be a little bit behind, but that's only because it's been streamed off the BT Sport app, because I don't have BT Sport on the TV up here. I have it downstairs but not up here, which is pretty useless for my live stream, so I have to watch it off the app, which naturally means there's a good 30-second delay or whatever. That's what people were commenting before, so I'm a little bit behind, but that's why. And then by the time it's been streamed from me to YouTube, there's another 20 seconds, so it's a good 50 seconds behind live play, but I can't help that and I can't do anything about it, so sorry. Right, we've got more than 120 people now tuning in. Let's go. Love it. Welcome. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We're 1 like off 100 too. Let's go. Who wants to be the 100th like? Who wants the pleasure? Who wants that pleasure? There's a ball knocked over here. The flag stays down. Mixed Sid tuning in. Love it as we hit 100 likes here now. Thank you everyone for that. Much appreciated by me. 100 likes. We're doing really well for likes here actually. I see no reason why we can't knock another 50 on the aim here and aim for 150 likes. So let's push that to 150 likes for the next aim. So we've hit our minimum like goal. Thank you for that, legends. Let's go for 150 likes now by the end of the live stream. Let's see if we can hit that now. Here's Ilkay Gundogan bringing the ball forward for Manchester City. Joel, love it. The 100th like. Alex, the 84th like. Anyone that's left a thumbs up, though, is a legend in my opinion. So thank you to everyone that's left a thumbs up on this. Thank you very much, Dad. Chin chin. Hit it nice and early. We're doing good for numbers as well on this live stream. It's what we like to see. Good bit of knocking around this by Manchester City. Here is Ilkay Gundogan now. Riyad Mahrez. Rather have a dart for it. There's a good ball in from City and it's well defended by Burnley. A possible chance here for Laporte. He's taking a couple of touches and it is cleared by Burnley, which should be mopped up here by Ruben Dias. Takes a touch, and he does really well not to take that out of play, actually. Nearly made a mess of that one, Ruben Dias. Thank you very much, Joel. I appreciate it. And thank you very much, Emily. I appreciate it. Here's Mahrez now, driving into the box. Good tackle from Burnley, though. Really good tackle. They can bring it away. Although City block, and it does go out of play for a throw in there to Burnley just next to their own corner flag. The opposition's going to have the ball. It's where you want it to be. There's a good ball in that from Rodri into the box. And it was well dealt with. Bernardo Silva, to be fair, if you're wanting a player to, get onto the end of crosses, you don't really want Bernardo Silva hopping in. But there we go. It is what it is. City win the ball back high up here. Here's Jesus. It's rebounded away in City, just knocking the ball around now. City just casually knocking the ball around. I would rather have a daughter than a wife. It's a poor ball in that from City, and Nick Pope will pick that one up as we're now more than 2/3 of the way through this first half. Still 1-0 to Manchester City away from home here at Turf Moor. Looking for City to get that killer second goal and kill this game off. It's a good question, that discovery. Right, so the first one, Luiz's red card. David Luiz, the Arsenal game, I presume we're on about there. It was a bit of a harsh one. It didn't look like there was too much contact. It's one of them. If there's definite contact there, it's a penalty. It's a red card. It's a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. There's very minimal in it. I've not had close replays to see if there's much contact there. But it's one of those, it's either not a foul, or if it is a foul, it's a penalty and red card. So you're weighing it up. If it was City and that was given against us, I'd be furious. So yeah, if it was for us and was playing Arsenal and that got given, I'd be delighted about it. I've not seen Bednarek's red card. I don't think he's the guy that's got sent off for Southampton, is he? He's not the one that did that horrendous challenge anyway. I've not seen it. I did see the horrendous challenge, but I've not seen Bednarek's red card. Opinion on Pope to be the second Southampton red. Yeah, I've not seen it. Not seen it. It's a good ball in from City, and it's dealt with well by Pope as Jesus was putting him under pressure there. I love the City bias, it's funny. Opinion on Pope as the number one from Euros. He's an alright keeper. Don't think there's too many better options out there for England. Obviously, looking at Jordan Pickford and looking towards Dean Henderson. I think Dean Henderson sitting on the bench at Manchester United in the year of the Euros isn't a good thing. I just feel like if he'd had a 38-game season under his belt, I'd probably be calling for him to be the England number one because I think he's a good goalkeeper. Certainly too good to be sat on United's bench. But as it is, I think it'd probably be Pickford, who's, again, I think he's alright, but he's nothing special. I'm more envious and jealous, if I'm honest, of Brazil. Yeah. We've got Alisson and Ederson. How's that for goalkeepers? Very jealous of that. I've not seen it. I'll have to have a watch of it to see if I can give my opinion on it. Sounds controversial. Big up Yusuf, thanks for tuning in. Yes, my name is Jason. Now's a good time to be having players like Stones and Diaz and Cancelos in on your fantasy team. I'd certainly be having a Stone. The amount of clean sheets City keep, I'd definitely be going for Stones and Diaz if I was playing fantasy football. Lots of points in that as well. So yeah, definitely that's the line I'd be going for. It's behind closed doors, Lacey. What you'll be hearing will be the staff that are in the stadium. All members of staff will be allowed into the stadium that's needed for the game. All the coaches, physios, backroom staff, all those involved in the club is what you'll be able to hear from both sides. There'll also be the press in there. There'll be photographers and everything like that in there. I don't think players' families are in there. So, yeah. There'll still be... I reckon if you... in actual terms for term people... included everybody, like the players on the pitch and everything, I reckon there's probably a good 100, 150 people per game covering two sides and the press, maybe even more, because the press area will be having quite a few people in. People at the game doing the live chats for certain websites and news channels and news sources and stuff. As Burnley switch play across to the left-hand side from the right-hand side now. Burnley coming forward with a bit of intent and a possible opportunity here and a chance to put a ball into the box. They can. Ederson should collect that and does, and he's looking to get City underway as quickly as possible, and he does. Rolls it out. Here is Bernardo Silva bringing Manchester City forward. Any run of anybody though? It's got Raheem Sterling to one side. City just going backwards, killing the attack, stinging in the tail. A sting in the tail. Now it's Riyad Mahrez on the right-hand side. Can he get a ball into the box? No, he's passing it around. Oh, it's a good switch of play, and it's squared across, and it's 2-0. That's a brilliant ball across. It's Raheem Sterling with a tap in. I need to have a replay of that. I think it's Ilkay Gundogan that's pulled that one back across for a brilliant assist there for Manchester City. Absolute brilliant assist. City doubling their lead, getting there. Killer second goal before half-time. My prediction of 3-0 at full-time looking good. I said it would be 2-0 at half-time looking good as well. Just waiting to make sure there's no offsides or anything. Gundogan looks good. Sterling looks good. It's a decent finish and a good goal that by Manchester City. And yeah, that could well even kill this game off even before half-time. Really good, well-worked goal. Raheem Sterling in the right place at the right time. That'll make Raheem Sterling feel a lot better after. He's not had a brilliant first 38 minutes here. And yeah, City doubling their lead now. City doubling their lead. Really frozen crash then. So I wasn't able to change everything up. I thought the live stream was going to have to be momentarily stopped. But there we go. We're back in business. 2-0 to Manchester City. Bam, bam, bam. Been a great first half this from Manchester City. And City looking well on their way for 3 points. And what I'd be looking for right now is a third goal. Get a third goal before half-time. And bam. Game's done. That's what I'd be looking for now if I was Manchester City. Joel, good time to be having Gundogan in that Fantasy Premier League. Here's Burnley though. Big chance. And it's wide. What an opportunity. Vydra puts it wide. I'm not sure if the flag's gone up and it's offside. I think it has. Yeah, it does go up now for offside. But still, great opportunity. Let VAR make that decision, because I think that might have been a close VAR decision as well. What an opportunity for Vydra. Puts it wide of the post, who got Burnley back into it. And the opportunity goes, and with offside, it's not going to go for the statistics, but that, to me, was a real opportunity for Burnley. As it is, it remains 2-0 to Manchester City. Great ball from Ederson now. Finds Riyad Mahrez into the penalty area. Can Ederson get an assist here? Mahrez, is he going to get a shot away? Squares it. Chance here for City, and it's... Joao Cancelo with a real opportunity there. Brilliant opportunity that for City to make it 3. So 4.5 minutes remaining now until we get to half time, or at least to added time. That's going to be a free kick there to Burnley, yeah. Much to the annoyance of Rodri. Was a free kick. And so no, another chance here for Burnley to put another ball into the box. Ben Mee goes forward. Tarkowski goes forward for Burnley. Burnley need a goal now. Game plan definitely gone out the window to sit deeper. Ball goes in. Headed clear by City. Hello, Natakozo. I've said your name right there. Thank you for tuning in as Burnley players gone down, holding their head. So there'll be a momentary stoppage here. Swinging arm there from Aymeric Laporte. A bit naughty that one from Laporte. I think referee sees that one. I think it would have been a free kick right on the edge of the City penalty area. A trailing swinging arm from Laporte. So I think it's going to be a drop ball instead. Manchester City go come away with the ball, so that's a bit harsh. Anyway, Ruben Dias bringing the ball forward for Manchester City. Here is Aymeric Laporte, the man guilty with a swinging arm. Goes backwards, not too much movement for him to pick from there. So chooses to go sideways instead. Here's John Stones now to Eddie. Ruben Dias driving the ball forward now for City. Ilkay Gundogan, he's got a run of Raheem Sterling, doesn't use him. Instead chooses to go backwards. Thank you very much, Adam. I appreciate it. Good bit of knocking around this from City. Bernardo Silva to John Stones. It's a bit of a heavy touch there and difficult for Cancelo to control. Although a good foot in there from, I think that might have been Bernardo Silva. It allows Manchester City to win the ball back once more. Now City on the edge of the Burnley penalty area. Here's Joao Cancelo. It's not a good pass and it's cleared by Burnley. 1 minute to go here for Manchester City. Can City get a third goal? A third goal to kill off this this match before half time. And ensure we can then start looking towards other fixtures, including that massive game to come at Anfield on Sunday. Good morning, John. Thank you for tuning in. It is much appreciated by me. $7:30 in New Zealand. Nursing a bit of a hangover. Had a bit of a wild Wednesday evening, it seems. Lacey, no problem. And thank you for the compliment on my accent tuning in from the United States and 6 hours behind. I'm curious, you say that you're blind. So it's going to sound ignorant to say how do you type, but I'm curious more than ignorance there. Is it a sound? You speak into it and it'll come up in the in typing? Is it the braille? I'm just a bit curious. 4-0 to City would be nice. I think City will look to try and kill this game off early second half, get that third goal and be gone from there, and I think City will look to coast. Although Burnley, with a big opportunity here, they cannot control it, and City will allow that to go out for a goal kick, which means we will be going into half-time. Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. Decent, as far as I'm concerned. So Burnley have got themselves into a couple of good positions. Haven't managed to make anything count as of yet. City have been clinical. So fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you for tuning in. It is much appreciated by me. Rightio, so there we go. It is half-time here in this match in the Premier League between Burnley and Manchester City. It is Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. We are going to go through the stats for this game. Go have a look at the latest scores, then we'll do our half-time entertainment. Good evening, Adam. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, fair enough, Lacey. Fair enough. Fair credit as well. Fair credit. Decent. Thank you for tuning in. Fascinating. Right, so we're going to have a look at the stats for this game. Firstly, is what we're going to do. So, Burnley have had no shots on target, but it's a bit harsh. They had a offside chance. If it had been put in the back of the net, VAR would have had a decision to make. Looked slightly offside, but would have been an opportunity nonetheless. City have had 5 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals. Clinical Manchester City. The problems from earlier in the season are not being clinical, seems to just be going away, but I'll touch wood on that doesn't come back to bite me on the bum. Burnley with 30% possession compared with Manchester City's 70%, so City dominating the ball. Passing completion rate for City at nearly 91%, Burnley's at a respectable 78%. City have created 1 clear-cut chance compared with Burnley's none. Surprisingly, 1 corner apiece. With how dominated and attacking City have been, we haven't had many corners. So there we go. Our tackle completion rate at 83% compared with Burnley's 40%. So City suggesting to me being a little bit more dynamic and aggressive in their challenges. Aerial duels suggesting the same thing. Burnley at 36% compared with Man City's 64%. Nick Pope's had 1 save to make, which was the save which ended up rebounding to Gabriel Jesus, so that isn't good. And no yellow cards and no red cards for either side. In terms of latest scores, so we're just going to go around the grounds. I'm not too sure how many games are going on at this moment in time around Europe, so I'm just going to go around them. So it's currently Burnley 0, Manchester City 2, and Fulham 0, Leicester City 2. So Leicester's scored late in the first half there. They have against Fulham. It's Justin with the goal to make that 2-0 to Fulham. So both away sides 2-0 up at the moment in these 2 early evening kickoffs. At 7:30pm GMT, you've got Leeds United taking on Everton at Ellen Road. At 8:15pm GMT here in the UK, you've got Aston Villa taking on West Ham, and of course I'm sure City fans will be paying attention to the Liverpool game at Anfield against Brighton and Hove Albion. In the Sky Bet Championship, Rotherham United and Derby County is kicking off at 7pm GMT, and you've also got Brentford taking on Bristol City at 7:45pm GMT. Into the Scottish Premiership, we have got some half-time scores. Hamilton Academicals 1, Ross County 0, Motherwell 2, Dundee United 0. And it's they're the 2 half-time scores. Rangers and St Johnstone's kicking off at 7:45pm GMT. We've also got some games happening in the Scottish Championship, but they're both kicking off a bit later. Arbroath and Inverness Cally Thistle and Dunfermline against Raith Rovers are both kicking off at 7:45pm GMT. So we'll go abroad. We'll go into Spain first. Half-time score: Levante 0, Villarreal 0. You've also got at 8pm GMT, you've got Granada taking on Barcelona. In the Liga 1, we've got quite a few games in France. Half-time scores, all these: Bordeaux 0, Lille 0, Metz 0, Montpellier 0, Reims 0, Angers 0, Rennes 1, Lorient 0, and Strasbourg 1, Brest 0. At 8 p.m. GMT, we've got Dijon taking on Lyon, Monaco taking on Nice, PSG taking on Nîmes, RC Lens taking on Marseille, and Saint Etienne taking on Nantes. At 7:45 p.m. GMT in the Coppa Italia, you've got Napoli taking on Atalanta. I think that'll be a pretty good game. And you've also got some other games happening. We've got the Danish League. Yeah, Odense taking on Lyon B. They've butchered that. I've no idea how you say their name. There we go. And you've also got Aalborg taking on Copenhagen. And they've also got, on here, the Hungarian League as well. Puskás taking on... I'm not even attempting that name. You've got Budapest Honved taking on Paxi and Ujpesti Football Club. I've never heard of them taking on Ferencváros as well. There we go. Yeah, we cover lots of stuff here on the JSGC channel. Right, thank you very much, Joel. Thank you for tuning in. Is much appreciated by me. So we're up to 120 likes. We're now aiming for 150 likes now that we've passed 100 likes. So any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated. If you're new around here and haven't already, please do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. That would be much appreciated by me too. And also, don't forget to go and download the best footballing app out there, One Football. You can do so through the link at the top of my description. We do have a promo video, which we are going to roll right now. This video is brought to you by One Football. If you want to download the One Football app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The One Football app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to One Football for sponsoring this live watch along. It is much appreciated by me. If you want to go and download the One Football app and stay up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest score statistics and all that good stuff, live league tables and what channel everything's on, and all good footballing stuff. If you love football, One Football is definitely the app for you. All you need to do, press that link at the top of my description, which will take you to the download page where you can download One Football. So we're just going to change the banner up. We're going to get the second half on there, and then we're going to have our halftime entertainment, which is brought to you today once more by one of my partner channels, McSid, with his latest video where he's covered the very delicious kamikaze cocktail and also shots as well. It's a very good video. If you haven't gone and checked it, he's linking it as well. We do a lot of work together, me and Aaron, who is my brother. So if you want to go and show some love over there, that would be great. He's aiming for 1,000 subscribers now, and he's nearly less than 300 subscribers away. So do go and check out his channel, and the link in the description. That would be greatly appreciated by me. But without further ado, halftime entertainment. It's McSid bringing you the kamikaze cocktail and shots as well.
What's going on, guys? McSid here, back again for another cocktail video, and today's cocktail is a kamikaze. Because it's a popular one back in the day, from the mid-1950s, it might be a little bit before. Along with the kamikaze cocktail, I will be doing the famous kamikaze shots as well. So I'll show you how to do that. Because it was made popular in the 1970s and 80s, and it's never really looked back, as it was created on the American naval base just after World War II in Japan. So let's make this famous drink. So first of all, what we're going to make is the kamikaze cocktail. So get your shaker, put some ice, which we've done, 45 ice cubes. And the first ingredient to go in, guys, is 45 ml vodka. For a drink as famous as the kamikaze, it deserves a good vodka, especially since the vodka heydays in the 70s and 80s. Right, next up, 1 ounce of triple sec. As you can see, we're using Cointreau. And last but not least, 30ml or 1 ounce of fresh lime juice. Right, so put your lid on, now give it a good shake, 8 to 10 seconds, get it nice and chilled. Now straight into your martini. And the final thing you want to do now is garnish it with a lime wedge. And there we go guys, one kamikaze cocktail. How does it taste? Ah, it tastes absolutely fantastic. But now I can't wait to try it as a shot. Right, now to make the kamikaze shot or shooter, because it's a very fun drink this. So get your cocktail shaker and put some ice. Again, 45 ice cubes. The first thing we're going to go in, guys, is 2 ounces or 60ml of vodka. Again, we're using Grey Goose. Next up is 3 1/4 ounce or 22.5ml of triple sec. We're using a Cointreau. Last but not least, it's 22.5ml or 3/4 ounce of fresh lime juice. So put your lid on, give it a bang. Now give it a good shake, 8 to 10 seconds, get it nice and chilled. So give it a bang to separate. There we go. Put your strainer on and now double strain it into your shot glasses. There we go, the kamikaze drink or kamikaze shot or shooter. Can't wait to try these, it's a very famous drink this. Now if you enjoyed my lemon drop video, you'll like this as well. It's very similar, especially Cosmo lovers or the lemon drop lover will love the kamikaze drink on cocktail as well, they'll love it. So I would recommend it. So for the kamikaze shot now, we'll go down on both. So as I'll give my thoughts on it. Cheers. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Especially if you love your lime and lemons as well, it gives it that nice bit of taste, the backbone of this drink and shot. Because it's absolutely beautiful and I would recommend it. So I'll go kick to it. But just to freshen up, I will have this cocktail again as I'll give you a proper taste, note for it. Quite tarty, but I do like it because I like the lemon drop. I do like the fresh lime juice. What gives it that? One thing I like about this cocktail is because I'm glad I used a Grey Goose, a quality vodka for such a cocktail and drink. It deserves it. Because you can taste it. It's very, very similar to Cosmo. Because you can see the difference with the cranberry juice and the fresh lime juice or lemon juice for a lemon drop. Because that's only things that change between the three. But that, guys, it's the kamikaze cocktail and the kamikaze drink or shots or shooters. Because I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It. If you wish to see more cocktails like this, do let me know in the comments below. Any cocktail recommendations or drinks or shots, because I do them all. If there's anyone you want to see in this channel, just let me know. But that is the kamikaze cocktail, the kamikaze shot, and I will see you guys for the next cocktail video. Cheers.
Yes, Mick Sid. Thank you very much for providing the halftime entertainment here on the JSGC channel. Is much appreciated. Like I said, you want to go and show him support, then do go and do so by subscribing to his channel and checking out his content, which you can do through the link at the top of my through the link, in my channel. If you want to go and check out Mick Sid, One Football's at the top of my link. If you want to go and download that, that'd be much appreciated too. As we're all set here for the second half, and it is Manchester City getting us underway once more. City attacking from left to right, Burnley attacking from right to left. Doesn't look like there's been any changes made as of right now. Mixon looks drunk. He's knocking back kamikazes. Clues in the name. Kamikaze shots and kamikaze cocktails. Looks quite refreshing, actually. As I always get a bit nervous when passes like that go back to Ederson, but he's got good control and manages just to calmly distribute it forward. And so here is Bernardo Silva bringing Manchester City forward. I've got my drink right here. Here is Raheem Sterling now into the penalty area. No real option, so he spreads the play here. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Go onto your right foot. He doesn't. Cancelo gets his shot away, and it's blocked by a Burnley head and cleared out towards Aymeric Laporte on the left-hand side. I did notice there's starting to be a little bit of buffering here and there, so I do apologise if that's affected anybody's viewing experience. I've had to bring down the quality a little bit as the internet's been a bit rubbish. There we go. Mixing, just to be clear, he's having a cup of tea rather than kamikazes. Kamikazes are for the weekend. Nice one, Ben. Thanks for tuning in. The goals today have come from Gabriel Jesus for the first with his head, and the second goal came through Raheem Sterling after a good assist from Ilkay Gundogan. So Alisson's out for today with illness. Yeah, more than likely to be back for Sunday. Well, makes it. I downloaded it for HD, the quality that I do, rather than we can't all do 4K. I've not got a 4K capable camera, which sounds really bad of me, but there we go. The amount of time it takes for me to produce 4K. We're not self-sufficient enough to be 4K producing. The City coming brilliantly forward here, and it's a good tackle from Burnley at the end. Nothing I'd love more than produce. Oh! What an opportunity! Ilkay Gundogan nearly with a wonder goal. Great interception from Gundogan. Didn't even take a control. He just shoots, and the keeper's very uncertain about where that one's going. Sweet connection heading towards the top corner. Keeper may have had that one covered. What a great strike though, and great hit that was from Ilkay Gundogan, and very unlucky. Grits his teeth there. Desperately unlucky from Ilkay Gundogan. Riyad Mahrez is still on the pitch. And I was desperately unlucky from Gundogan to have, well, would have sealed the game for Manchester City. City just need to be careful that we don't concede and allow Burnley any opportunities. Just keep everything as it is and keep pushing and get that third goal, and yeah, we can move on from there. I'm sure City were looking for the clean sheets and momentum as well as we go forward. Very narrow, this desk. Here to get comfy. There we go. We're there now. So here's Dwight McNeil on the left-hand side. Not really done too much, McNeil, so far. As we're through 4 minutes here into the second half. Pope goes long. Ruben Dias should mop that one up, although good bit of interplay there from Rodriguez, and a great interception and a great pull through here. Here's Raheem Sterling now for the third. Oh, it's a great save from keeper Nick Pope. Offside flag doesn't go up, so it would have counted. Raheem Sterling with a massive opportunity there to have killed this game completely for Manchester City, for us to coast to 3-0 and start thinking about that match on Sunday and getting them substitutions in and start passing it around, getting the Olays going and taking it easy. Thank you very much, God. What an opportunity. What an opportunity there for Raheem Sterling to have killed this game and ensure City coast to another victory and 3 points before we have that big game coming up against Liverpool. But c'est la vie, it isn't to be right now yet, as we do say. So we're on 133 likes now. Decent effort this from everybody. 17 likes away from 150. So any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. If you are watching this and you haven't done so already, please do leave a thumbs up and subscribe as well whilst you're here, if you are enjoying the content. All things football, all things Manchester City related, live watch-alongs, analysis, reviews, latest news, transfer videos and everything, all good stuff with Manchester City. Do subscribe if you are a City fan. You are missing out if you haven't done so already. Pushing towards 20,000 subscribers now. We've got insane numbers. 15,000 subscribers. And Raheem Sterling's into the penalty area. And a couple of deflections. Takes the ball through to Nick Pope to pick up there. Raheem Sterling with a cheeky little grin on his face. He looked onside there, Raheem Sterling. It would have counted. Could have squared it across from Mahrez, really. It's someone of Sterling's quality. He's got the angle there with his stronger right foot. Should be putting that in the back of the net. Good save from Nick Pope. Not going to take anything away from there. It was a shot on target there for Raheem Sterling. It was a test, but that was a real opportunity for us to have shown our clinical touch to have killed this game. Thank you very much, Dad. Yeah, we are. We're doing well. We're doing well. And yeah, hopefully it'll continue. Yeah, anyway, back to the promos. Go and check out OneFootball as well. Link to that is in at the top of my description if you want to go and download OneFootball. And this video is sponsored and brought to you by OneFootball as well. So thank you very much for OneFootball for sponsoring this live stream. Much appreciated. Nick Pope levers that ball clear for Burnley there. Levers it clear and out for a throw into Manchester City. Sliced it, but got the job done. It was cleared nonetheless. So City take the throw in. Cancelo now. He's dispossessed, but should be mopped up by Ruben Dias and is. Here's goalkeeper Ederson. How long have I been a Manchester City fan? I've been a Manchester City fan since 2002. So we're into our 19th year. It was around Easter time as well. I remember choosing Manchester City as my football team as well. The grand old age of 6. Wasn't influenced by anyone, really. Always been a bit different. There we go. Was a good pass from Raheem Sterling now into the channels. Finds Ilkay Gundogan. Back to Raheem Sterling. Cancelo wants it. He's not getting it though. He's got his arms up. He really wants the ball. He's in an acre of space. The ball does eventually go to Cancelo now. So let's see what he wanted to do. He was going to line up a shot, but gets it really nicely out to Mahrez as he has space. He gets a left-footed curling effort, and it's punched away to safety by Nick Pope there. Looked like a cross-come shot, that one from Riyad Mahrez. Didn't really know what to do, whether to whip it into the top corner or whip a ball into the box. In the end, did a bit of both. So it allowed the goalkeeper to have a chance there. Here is Ilkay Gundogan now, bringing the ball forward for Manchester City into the 54th minute here in his Premier League match at Turf Moor. Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. Riyad Mahrez into the penalty area. Here's Ilkay Gundogan just on the edge of the penalty area. City just floating like a butterfly, looking to try and sting like a bee, but instead it's looked like it was headed out for a corner. I'm not sure if the referee has given a corner here or not. Thank you very much, JJ. I do appreciate it, and Tom as well. Much appreciated. definitely a cross-come shot, that one from Mahrez. Maybe more of a cross than a shot, but certainly I think he had on his mind testing the goalkeeper, I think. Hosey, I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm as good as can be on a Wednesday evening, if I'm honest. How are you? Right. So favourite City player at the moment is probably Ruben Dias, the beast at the back. And prediction for the Champions League. We're keeping a very close eye as to whether that game's going to be one leg, that's what's been spoken about, or whether it's going to be played at a neutral venue. I am hearing being mentioned in Denmark. I think it's Midtjylland's grounds being mentioned. That game could be played there, and whether it's going to be one leg or two leg, I don't know. So to predict, it's very difficult. If it does get to play in Mönchengladbach and it does get played in Manchester over two legs as normal, my prediction is a narrow Manchester City going through. I think we'll get a 1-1 draw in Mönchengladbach and a 2-0 victory in Manchester is what I am predicting. Let me know your prediction as well. We'll have to see where that gets played at. It's put into the back of the net, and there's the third for Manchester City. I think it's been ruled out, though, for offside. Yeah, the offside flag is up against Riyad Mahrez, but VAR will have a look at this one to see if he is onside or not. Jesus going back. Cancelo back to Jesus. This could be very close. I think... Has VAR already made its decision? No. So this could be very close. So here we go. So we're looking at the knee of Ben Mee. And we're looking at Riyad Mahrez as well. It looks like he's fractionally offside, if I'm honest. Yeah, it looks like he's fractionally offside, about not even half a yard offside, but I think he is offside, and the right decision has been made there from the linesman. Just slightly ahead, so this goal isn't going to stand, and it is going to remain as offside, and 2-0 there to Manchester City. So I thought VAR is coming to use there. It is the correct decision, and it does remain 2-0 to Manchester City. Very nearly that third killer goal for City to kill this game off, but there we go. That's better from City. Hopefully that will encourage City to up the ante and get that third goal, and soon, so we can kill this game off, and we can start coasting for the last half an hour or so, not use up too much energy and start focusing on the next game, that massive game at Anfield, as Ruben Dias is being dispossessed. A rare mistake from Dias now. Burnley into the penalty area. It's got Aymeric Laporte for company there, Vydra. I think the offside flag's going to go up, and there we go. Momentum gone from Burnley. Right, so Hosey, thank you for tuning in from Kenya, a new country for today's live stream of where you're tuning in from. Joe tuning in once more. Thank you for tuning in. I think they're more looking for factual. I'm happy for factual decisions to be made. To me, offside's a factual decision. You're either offside or you're not. Like goal line technology, it's either over the line or it isn't. It's when you start going up for debate. Was it a red card or was it not? Was it a foul or was it not? And it's up for debate. And so I would, VAR wouldn't even let them make a decision. I'd just let the referee make the decision. You'd have the on-field decision, and then the referee to go and have a look at the monitor. And if it needs checking again, the VAR assistant can just go, I think that might need checking again, and the referee can make the decision, and that's it. Demar tuning in from Jamaica. Love it, love it, love it. That's a good ball played across here to Dwight McNeil. Not too much space here for Burnley. Yeah, the offside flag's back up against Burnley there once more. And there we go. Stanley tuning in from St. Vincent. And the Grenadines, I presume, there. Don't do it. Ben and the Hot Channel. The night has peaked. What a comment. Oh, that is amazing. As Oleksandr Zinchenko is stripped and ready to come on for Manchester City. I wonder who he's going to be for. You would presume a possible like for like. So that would be Laporte as Mahrez is into the box. Onto his left foot, wants to get a shot away. It's blocked. Fairly predictable there from Mahrez. City just knocking it about. I mean, City are kind of preserving their energy right now. Not really got out of second gear, but we haven't really needed to. Here's Laporte now. It's a poor pass out from Laporte. He hasn't had a brilliant game. As we're through 2/3 of this game now. Still Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. $10 likes away from 150 now. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. City now just knocking the ball around. Raheem Sterling. And it's a decent touch that from John Stones to cut inside. Stones having an excellent season, of course, for Manchester City at the moment. Gundogan now into space. Raheem Sterling. It's frustrating. I feel like this game just needs killing off. Get that third goal. Let's kill this game off and let's coast towards 3 points. As Burnley have a massive opportunity. Finally get a shot away. It comes via Vydra. A ball over the top. He chests it down and volleys it over the bar. Finally get around the City defence. He does really well to get over on top of that. And just volleys it over. It's Cancelo that's coming off for City and Zinchenko coming on. So I presume that might be a like for like then for Zinchenko going into midfield. Here's John Stones. I know, yeah, Seamus. I know. BBC, Sky, BT, nobody. The offer needs to come in. It's not here yet. It's lost in the post. And actually, it'd probably be via email. So it's lost in the internet somewhere. It's lost somewhere, and it's not with me. Oh, I've not kicked Karen out, everybody. I was more than happy for everyone to have the back and forth with her. She's just come in, laid the seed there for everybody to have, laid the bait there actually for everyone to have a nibble at, and has left. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit more than that if you want banning from my stream, if I'm honest, other than trying to have a bit of banter, a bit of a wind-up merchant. I found it personally entertaining with a couple of the comments that was made. There we go. So the ball gets threaded through, and that's well intercepted actually by Manchester City, and Ederson can just mop up for City, and City can just go again. So here's Raheem Sterling now. Thank you very much, Joe. Made a leave. Here's Rodri with the ball into the penalty area. Bernardo Silva deflected and wide and out for a corner here to Manchester City. Karen's packed her bags and left. You must be hate. You must. If you imagine being called Karen now, you must. Found out your name's just become a meme, and it's not a good name to have anymore. Anyway, corner comes in from City. It's eventually cleared by Burnley. A bit of ricocheting around. Cedra is here. Lots of people not keen on Karen. There we go. Love it. Right, we're only 7 likes away from my target of 150, so any help towards that would be much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new round here and you haven't already, please do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also, if you want to help to support the future content created on this channel, and also if you are just having to be a massive football fan just like me, then go and download the OneFootball app, which you can find the link to that at the top of my description, which will take you to the download page. Oh. Wow. The chat's becoming a little bit inappropriate, so I'm not going to respond. I'm not involved. I'm just going to focus on football. Anyway, here is Rodri for Manchester City. And now to John Stones. Mahrez, he isn't going to put the ball in. Bernardo is Jesus. He's gone to right wing at the moment. Gabriel Jesus has. Jesus 1 step, 2 step. Passes it sideways. Bernardo Silva now. Oleksandr Zinchenko. Exchanging a couple of passes. The beast at the back. Ruben Dias to his partner in crime. Here today's Aymeric Laporte. He's also got John Stones to his other side. 2 partners in crime for him. As the rain is coming down in Burnley. At Turf Moor. It's got a lovely cricket ground just to one corner near the away section. At Turf Moor, if anyone ever has the pleasure of visiting Turf Moor, it really does welcome away fans as well, and it is a really good watering hole for Burnley away. Catch that in summer and get a game on or something. I bet that's decent. I bet that's really decent. Burnley Cricket Club. We've had a good live stream. It's all about Karen. But I'm not getting involved in that anymore. As Rodri puts the ball in, it's intercepted by Nick Pope, and Burnley should bring the ball clear. Running nowhere, and it's intercepted by City. Probably been better just putting it out for a throw-in, as that's a good bit of play. Jesus! Blocked! He goes down! Pen! The referee's not giving a pen. It's not giving a pen. No pen. No pen here. He felt like the chance had gone, so he goes down looking for something there. Anyway. Referee's pointing at something, not too sure what they're having a look at. I think it's Sterling, it's Jesus, sorry. It was just a push. Not that, it's just a little kick and everything here. I don't know if this is being looked at for VAR for a potential penalty here to Manchester City. Jesus weren't happy with it. I thought it was Raheem Sterling. Because I'm watching from a small screen. Anyway, yeah, play continues, and so it isn't a pen. Certainly seen them given. Certainly seen them given. Anyway, Jack Cork comes off and Dale Stephens comes on for Burnley here. Manchester City still 2-0 up, 19 minutes to go. Joe, I've not had the pleasure of watching it. I heard it was really funny. I've not had a spare 5 minutes to go and check it out. I'll have to go and check it out after the game or something. That's what I'm thinking. Of Sean Dyche's press conference. I feel like Sean Dyche he's one of the managers that's really suited at Burnley. Right, here's Gundogan for City. Bernardo Silva now carrying the ball for City. City, to be fair, continuing to press as it is Jesus now on the right wing for City at the moment. It's not the first time we've seen him there as well. Would have scored. I'd take a point at Anfield, definitely. 100%. Point at Anfield's a really good point. It's drop points for Liverpool. Considering we dropped points at home against Liverpool, I think we drew that game. So if we can draw at Anfield, I'd say that's pretty much level playing field from both of us. It's all about what we do against the other teams. City just knocking the ball around here. It's gone a bit flat, this game at the moment. It's gone a bit flat, I'm not going to lie. As we're now 5 likes away from 150 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you are watching this and you haven't done so already and not left a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here as well. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. That would be much appreciated by me. And also if you want to go and check out OneFootball, the sponsor of this video, you can go and download their app through the link at the top of my description. That would be much appreciated, keeping you up to date with all of your footballing needs. I think Liverpool. You need to play a really good game against Liverpool. You need to keep things tight. And the one thing City are very good at is keeping clean sheets and not allowing the opposition too many opportunities. And if they can limit Liverpool to that, then I think we've got a really good opportunity of getting something from Anfield. What City need to do, and we don't normally do this at Anfield, is when we get a couple of opportunities, they need to go in the back of the net. They go in the back of the net. I'd say that we've got a really good opportunity not only of getting a point but also winning this game. That game anyway, so that's what I've been looking for. It's very difficult to win at a place like Anfield, though. The pitch is a bit smaller. Liverpool know exactly what they're doing as Ederson comes out to do a bit of sweeping. He brings down... Ooh, Ederson's a yellow card there, okay. Takes control, gets a bit cocky, and Erik Pieters there was there to intercept, and Ederson just clatters him and clears him out. I mean, Ederson initially sweeps that up, takes too much of a heavy touch on that. If I'm honest, probably just put your foot through that when he first gets to it and just lever that one clear into the stands. Ederson picks up a yellow card. So he needs to be careful now. A red card sees him miss the match at Anfield. I think that'd certainly be a blow for City, definitely. As Burnley now are going to make their second substitution of this game. Manchester City have made one and Burnley have made one at the moment, as Man City and Pep have become allergic a little bit to making substitutions. Erik Pieters is currently down, looking and walking very gingerly. Ball comes in, it's headed clear by Manchester City, and cleared not fully because the ball's coming back. Burnley player goes down, not appealing for anything though, so there's a bit of pressure here from Burnley, making something happen, and the substitution for Burnley now will be made. So it's Rodriguez going off and Mumbongo coming on. Ball gets picked up by Burnley, floated across. Alex, do I like wine? I like Italian red wine, and I don't mind Spanish red wine if I'm honest. Other than that, I'm not a real wine person if I'm being completely honest. I like the little budding relationship between TZ and Joe in the chat. Some friends have been made. City are coasting this game. Alex, is a bad year for GCSEs. It's a bad year all round for anyone. In education, actually. I do feel sorry for the people going through the GCSEs. I feel sorry for those going to A-level, and I feel sorry for those at university having to pay tuition for not much. The ball gets threaded through, and goalkeeper Nick Pope will pick that ball up. Loose ball there for Burnley. Burnley are readying up their third and final substitution of this game. That's more of a mixed thing, Guinness Stout rather than me. It's more his area of forte rather than mine. There's other Irish drinks out there that I do prefer, if I'm honest, as Mahrez looks to try and thread that through to Bernardo Silva. He cannot find any space, and Burnley will bring that clear. Dad'll drink anything. Really? Not that fussy. I'm the fussy one, if I'm honest. So we're into the last 9 minutes or so of this game. Third and final substitution being made. For Burnley, that is. Not Man City, of course. As Westwood comes off and Benson comes on for Burnley, as we are now past 150 likes, so absolute legend. Thank you very much for that. Let's see if we can get up to 160, but that's absolutely sensational. So thank you everyone for the support on this live stream. It has been much appreciated by me. Absolute legends. See, Dad drinks out. Burnley pick up the loose ball. One thing City don't want to do is just concede. Here's City now, just playing the ball out from the back once more. That's a beautiful pass there from John Stones, just to find Rodri. Club clean sheet record now. Here's Stones. Just bringing City forward, driving it forward. Good crossfield pass. Another golden glove for Ederson, quite possibly. And he's not having to do much. Clean sheets are just coming naturally. Here's Mahrez now. Bernardo Silva. It's not a good ball in, and Burnley do head it clear and should allow them just to regroup a little bit here. Here's Mahrez now. He goes down under a challenge, and a free kick is going to be given there to Manchester City midway through the Burnley half, and a yellow card is given too, as well, to Dale Stephens. Ederson doesn't need to do much, if I'm honest. The defence in front of him seems perfectly fine for Manchester City as it is right now. I love all this dialect going on in the chat. Roadman is a term I've not heard in a little while. Oh man, I feel really old because these aren't terms that were used when I was growing up through school and all that. It was all about chavs and things like that. We don't even... Oh. Do you Oh man, this is entertaining. I'm just going to sit back and relax. Whoa. Oh, that is entertaining. He's entertaining. Oh. Oh. Whew. Am I fed? Oh. Oh. I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. Oh. Oh. Anyway, back to football. Karen's ruined the chat. Karen's not welcome on this channel anymore. Not a red. What a belting line. Oh man. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Oh, man. Chat, what have you done to me? I can't concentrate. Pep Guardiola's not happy with something shaking his head. He's probably shaking his head because he's not happy that this is at 3-0 and the game's really dead. His latest score comes in Leeds 0, Everton 1. Right, Stones lumps the ball clear. Burnley. I think something's happened. The yellow card's being put in. Oh, don't apologise. It's given me great entertainment on this Wednesday evening. As it's substitute. It's John Stones that's gone down. I hope he's not injured. A bit of a follow through there. And it's Mbongu that's been given the yellow card, the substitute for Burnley that came on. Would I start Ferran and Foden against Liverpool? Yeah, I probably agree with Tom there. Probably only go with Foden rather than Ferran. I'd probably put Raz on the right-hand side, Phil on the left-hand side, and I'd go with. The shot comes in from Burnley there over the bar. Yeah, I'd probably go with Jesus through the middle, Raz on the right-hand side, and Phil on the left-hand side. Bernardo through the middle, and then Gundogan and Rodri holding for City. Get Joao Cancelo on the right-hand side of defence and into defensive midfield if needed. And I'd go with the same back three that we've got here of Ruben Dias, John Stones and Aymeric Laporte and Ederson would be my team. Probably wouldn't change too much here, if I'm honest. May even be tempted for Rodri to not start and possibly go with Fernandinho. Liverpool are experts at finding gaps. So having someone that would cover gaps like Fernandinho might be something that we look towards. But yeah, we could start looking. I'm almost certain now here, barring some kind of miracle from Burnley, that we're going to hold on to the 3 points here. Legendary live stream, right up there with one of my favourite live streams of all time. Someone asked me in one of my last live streams what my favourite live streams have been, and I said one of the when we battered Liverpool when they just won the Premier League was one of my favourites. Champions League match at home against Marseille was one of my favourites. Raheem Sterling with a chance, it's straight at the goalkeeper. Raheem Sterling should have had a hat trick. really. And the Real Madrid one's my favourite live stream that I've done in the Champions League. But this is definitely right up there as one of my favourites. It's been very entertaining. Had all sorts happening in the chat, and it's been great entertainment here. And City looking for that third goal to try and kill the game off. A corner here to Manchester City into the 90th minute. Bernardo looks a bit exhausted. It was you, Alex, that asked it. I do remember it. It's a good question. I like good questions like that. And so, yeah, we're into the 90th minute. Considering we've got a massive game coming up against Liverpool, don't really understand why we've not made more substitutions at this stage in the game, just to give players a rest and everything. But there we go. As we are into added time, it's 3 minutes to be added on, and Man City Pep looks staring into his own world. He's not even looking at the game. So we've got 2.5 minutes to go here until full time. Corners taken by Manchester City. He's making him retake it. I thought offside had been given then. Karens and Roadman. I'm not getting involved. The chat needs a timeout. Burnley have a free kick. Last chance saloon really for Burnley to get a goal and try and get back in this. Thank you very much, Nakabi. I appreciate it. Oh. Ilkay Gundogan given the man of the match. My JSGC man of the match. That's a good one, actually. I mean, yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Ilkay Gundogan's been a bit of an engine for City in the middle today. And he's put in another good quality performance as we've got less than a... we do certainly need to be breaking the bank for an attacker. We've been quite clinical in this game, but we've not been as clinical as what we'd be hoping for. And there's an opportunity here that City could have had 4 or 5 if they wanted it to. But it's job done. It's job done. Ederson plays it long. What, 40 seconds to go here. Clean sheet FC indeed. This chat's been a bit off the rails. I'll definitely take it though. I'll take a boring 2-0 away win. What's not to like? The 3 points is all that matters. It doesn't matter if you win like United did yesterday, 9-0, or whether you win a solid 2-0. Doesn't matter. All that matters, 3 points. And there we go, full-time whistle. Manchester City pick up another 3 points. The steam train carries on rolling. The momentum is hurtling towards the next stop, which is Anfield on Sunday. A massive Goliath, gargantuan match coming up against Liverpool. Really looking forward to that. Of course, we'll be doing another live stream for that huge game. The game is so big, we're going to have good build up to that as well. We'll have a video out on Saturday with a preview for that game. We will also have the return of the 5 things we've learnt, match review and analysis that I know a lot of people do like as well. That will be back again for the Liverpool game, and then hopefully continuing throughout the rest of the season for everybody to look forward to. All eyes now onto Sunday, onto Anfield, onto Liverpool against Manchester City. Liverpool under pressure, need a performance. They've got a big game coming up tonight. Pressure's on them. They need a win. They're needing something not only for this game against that they've got against Brighton, but also against us as well at Anfield. So all eyes over to Liverpool and what they can do. But for Manchester City, ticked off, job done. 2-0, solid away performance from Manchester City. We move we certainly move. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the stats for this game once more, and then we're going to draw up some conclusions, look at the latest scores, and then we will end the live stream there. So it has finished Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. Goals from Gabriel Jesus in the 3rd minute and Raheem Sterling in the 38th minute means it is 3 points to Manchester City. So looking at the stats for this game, imagine some of the accuracy of Manchester City will have come down in that second half because it wasn't a brilliant second half performance. So possession's gone up. City at 75% possession compared with Burnley's 25% possession. Burnley had a couple of shots in the second half, none on target, no test for Ederson, another clean sheet and well on his way to another Premier League Golden Glove. Manchester City with 13 shots, 6 on target and 2 goals. Not too bad. I think City will be looking to be even more clinical and more deadly against Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. Clear-cut chances for City created 2, none for Burnley. Passing completion rate for City at 92%, very impressive that, and 74% for Burnley. City had 3 corners compared with Burnley's 1, so not many corners at all, which is surprising. 3 offsides for Burnley and 2 for Manchester City. City tackle completion rate at a very impressive 88% compared with 53% for Burnley. Aerial duels is 45% won for Burnley and 55% won for Manchester City. Ederson had no saves to make, whereas Nick Pope had 4 saves to make. 2 yellow cards for Burnley compared with 1 for Manchester City. That 1 was for Ederson as well. And no red cards for either side. So Man City's form continues. And a good solid away win there for Manchester City at Turf Moor. Just showing a replay of Jesus' penalty. It's just 100% a penalty. And I don't get how VAR's not said that it is a penalty. Just kicks him in the back of the heel. Goes down. Referee doesn't give a penalty. And for some reason, VAR agrees. And that's where it becomes problematic. Because not only is the referee not finding him, I'd expect a referee at Premier League level to find that, but I'd also expect VAR to give it and they're not, which is where problems are. So there we go. Rightio. So let's have a look at the latest scores from around the grounds for this evening from around Europe, including, and we will start with the Premier League. So it has finished here at Turf Moor, as we already know, Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. The other full-time score is Fulham 0, Leicester City 2, so 3 points there for Leicester City, and a good away win. Currently in the Premier League, latest score, Leeds United 0, Everton 1. You've got at 8:15 PM GMT Aston Villa taking on West Ham, and also Liverpool taking on Brighton and Hove Albion, so all eyes will go on to Anfield. Into the Sky Bet Championship, half-time score, Rotherham United 0, Derby County 0, and Brentford 0, Bristol City 1. In the Scottish Premiership, it's currently Hamilton Academical 1, Ross County 2, Motherwell 2, Dundee United 1, and Rangers 0, St Johnstone 0. In the Sky Bet Championship, it's Arbroath 0, Inverness Caledonian Thistle 0, and Dunfermline Athletic 0, Raith Rovers 0. Moving on to Spain in the Copa del Rey, Levante 0, Villarreal 0 is the latest score, and at 8 PM GMT you've got Granada taking on Barcelona. In the FA Women's Super League, it's finished Chelsea women's side 6, West Ham United women's side 0. Into the Ligue 1 in France, some full-time scores, Bordeaux 0, Lille 3, Metz 1, Montpellier 1, Rennes 0, Angers 0, Rennes 1, Lorient 1, and a later score, Strasbourg 2, Brest 2. You've also got at 8 PM GMT, Dijon taking on Lyon, Monaco taking on Nice, PSG taking on Nîmes, RC Lens taking on Marseille, and Saint Etienne taking on Nantes. In the Coppa Italia, you've got Napoli, it's just kicked off, taking on Atalanta, and we went over the Danish and Hungarian leagues before. I'm not going over them again. So one last thing for us to do is to look at the Premier League table before looking towards the massive game coming up, of course, in the Premier League on Sunday between Liverpool and Manchester City. So the Premier League table makes for very good reading for Manchester City. City on to 47 points. We're currently 3 points clear of Manchester United, and City still have a game in hand on Manchester United as well. Leicester City in second place on 42 points, 2 points behind Manchester United and 5 points behind Manchester City, with City, of course, having a game in hand on Leicester, and Liverpool currently sitting in 4th, currently got a game in hand on Leicester and Manchester United, which they're going to play against Brighton in around 15 minutes time. A win for Liverpool today will send them above Leicester City into 3rd place and 4 points behind Manchester City, with City having a game in hand and also to play Liverpool. If Liverpool win today and City beat Liverpool at Anfield, we know that we're going to be 7 points clear of Liverpool with a game in hand and putting ourselves in a very strong position. But Liverpool won the last couple of games after a poor run of form. We'll be looking to make that 3 wins out of 3, so both sides have got a bit of momentum going into that game at Anfield. Looking further down the table, a later score, if it stays the same for Everton, they are going to go into 5th place right now. They're on 36 points in our Manchester City's game in hand. You've also got West Ham in 6th, Tottenham in 7th, Chelsea in 8th, Aston Villa in 9th and Arsenal in 10th, all not doing what they should be in my opinion there from Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal. Leeds currently in 11th place, Southampton in 12th, Crystal Palace in 13th, Wolves in 14th, Newcastle in 15th. Today's opponents for City, Burnley in 16th, they're currently 8 points clear of the relegation zone, with Fulham and Brighton in 17th on 21 points. At the moment, you've got a massive gap from the teams at the bottom, in the bottom 3 to the bottom 4. Fulham currently sitting in 18th and 7 points behind Brighton. West Brom currently 9 points behind Brighton and have played a game more. Sheffield United got a couple of good results actually recently, now putting themselves in a fighting chance, only 10 points, say only, could have been a lot worse for them. 11 points they're on, sitting 10 points behind Brighton. And yeah, they've got some work to do there, and they've also played a game more. So at the moment, Fulham, West Brom and Sheffield United not looking good for them. But for Manchester City, looking very good for us in 1st place. All eyes on to Anfield. If we can win that game, I think we're putting ourselves in a solid position. Now, the one thing I will say, I think between 80 and 85 points will be enough to win the Premier League this year. So I think for City, we're looking at City to pick up 38 more points will take us to 85 points, which I think mathematically will win us the Premier League. So that's 13 wins will get us above that total. So we've currently got 17 games left of the season, so if we can win 13 of them 17, I think that may just be enough for Manchester City. So we've got a bit of leeway there. We've only lost 2 games in 21 games. We've won 14 out of 21. So at the moment it's looking like City winning 2/3 of their games. And if we do carry that forward, if my math serves me right, that would mean Manchester City winning 26 or 27 games, which for this season I think would be enough for us to win the Premier League. So we'll see what happens. Big game against Liverpool. Looking forward to that. So I will see everyone again for that live stream. But before we do end this live stream, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, leave a thumbs up. We've passed 160 likes now. Let's see if we can get somewhere towards 170 likes. That'd be much appreciated by me. Subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. I am aiming for 20,000 subscribers. We're closing in on 16,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, go and check out all my other partner channel links. They're in the description below too, including Mixid, who did my halftime entertainment. Go and check out his channel and show some love over there. We've also got JSGC Gaming and JSGC Vlogs in there too. If you're interested in that stuff, go and click them links in the description too. And also, leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Let me know if you're watching this after the game, your thoughts in the comments below or on the chat to the side of me too. If you want to leave your thoughts in there, that would be much appreciated. And yeah, last thing for me to say, this video is sponsored and brought to you by OneFootball. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch-along video. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world, if you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. It is much appreciated. But if you want to go and check out the best footballing app out there, then do press that link at the top of my description, and that'll take you to the download page. And downloading OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football scores, the latest football news, the latest transfer news too, and also all things good with football, latest statistics, live league tables, what channels City are playing and everything like that. Really useful app to have. Press that link at the top of my description. So there we go. That has been this live watch along. So thank you everybody for watching. It's been a very entertaining chat to say the least for this watch along, and it's much appreciated for everybody for tuning in. So thank you to everybody that has continued to show lots of love and support towards my channel. It is much appreciated by me, and we'll be back again on Sunday for another live watch along of the Liverpool game at Anfield. The game is kicking off, I think, at 4:30, so we'll be going live at 4 o'clock PM GMT here in the United Kingdom for everybody to look forward to. We've also got coming out a preview for that game and an analysis and review and 5 things we learned for the Liverpool game as well. That will resume for the for that big massive Goliath game coming up for everybody to look forward to. So yeah, job done here from Manchester City. 3 points, another clean sheet. We move on. The steam train is rolling, and like I said, next stop is Anfield. Let's see how we fare. A ground we haven't won at since 2003. Is 2021 the year that does end. I'll see us all again for that live watch along. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope everyone is safe and well. You're all legends, and I'll see you all again on Sunday. Bring on Liverpool. So I've been JSGC. Hope all have a fantastic rest of your evening. Peace. That's terrible, wink. There we go. Ciao for now.